Mastering Forex, a daily strategy for consistent profits. Welcome to the pinnacle of Forex mastery, unveiling the ultimate daily strategy designed to navigate the volatile seas of currency trading with precision and finesse. Prepare to embark on a journey where each day unfolds as a canvas for profitable opportunities. Join us as we decode the markets, harnessing the power of analysis, intuition, and strategy to seize success consistently. This is not just another trading approach. It's a blueprint for excellence, crafted to elevate your trading game to unprecedented heights. Get ready to conquer the Forex realm like never before. To complete this trading strategy, you have to focus on this 5 steps. Step 1. You have to use a website called DailyFX and browse to sentiments. Sentiments will help you to find pair to trade that day. Let Prince show you the process.
Afternoon, guys. So what you're going to do is going to just go to your Google search and type Daily FX. After typing Daily FX, Google is going to put it as the #1 thing on your Google search. You're just going to click on your Daily FX. You're going to go to your tools and you're going to go to your sentiments, right? When you enter sentiments, there are 3 top sentiments pairs put on front of you. You have Frankfurt, you have German 40, you have Euro JPY. So most brokers don't have Frank 40 and German 40, right? So almost every broker has Euro JPY, right? This is not the only place you're going to get pairs that you're going to trade for the day. You can also scroll down and you're going to see more pairs. So basically, I'm seeing a good pair, which is USD JPY. I'm also seeing a good pairs right here, Nasdaq, and I'm also seeing another good pair here, which is the #3 pair of the day, which is Euro JPY. So mostly I'll focus on the pair that I trade the most, and for me is Nasdaq 100, right? So let me explain how you pick a pair on Daily FX sentiment. You're going to focus on your net longs and your net short. Basically, your net longs, 55 of people believe that it's going to be bullish and 45 believe that it's bearish. This is not a good pair to choose to trade for the day because it's even, right? Most people are in this trade. Most people, 55 are in this trade and 45 are in this trade. So it's balanced. So there's not going to be much movement. You're going to look for a pair that has overwhelming advantage on one side of the net long or the net short. So for example, like this one, you can see that only 18% of people believe that it's going to buy, and 82 believe that it's going to sell. This is a good pair to choose. Same as down here, Nasdaq, only 37 and 60 believe that it's going to sell. This is also a nice pair. Let me explain something. This doesn't mean that this is actually going to mean is actually going to happen. This basically means that this is a good pair to trade for the day because it's going to have a lot of movement. So for example, I'm going to choose Nasdaq because I like to trade Nasdaq because it's the pair that I make my most money at, right? So after clicking your pair, you already know the pair that you want to analyze. So after that, you can go to TradingView. I'll see you in TradingView, guys.
When done with that, let's go to step 2. Go to TradingView, choose the pair you selected, and do what Prince will explain now.
So the first thing you do after choosing the pair that you're going to trade for the day, you're going to go to add symbol here and click Nasdaq 100. This is the pair that we're going to focus on. You might choose any Nasdaq pair that you want from the add symbol zone, but I already chose mine, so this is the one that I'm going to use. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to weekly. On the second step, we're going to focus on 2 things: the demand zone of the weekly and the demand zone of the daily. So I already see one here and here, which price already broke this demand zone. So after that, I'm going to go to daily and I'm going to do the same thing. Where I see a potential reversal, I am going to draw my lines, right? Daily, what do I see? I see a level here. And I believe that's it. That's the only level that I see. That's the level that I see. So most of the time, on each and every time frame which I draw my demand levels, I usually change the color. So for daily, I mostly use yellow to not be confused.
Step 3. Now we will focus on trend lines. But for now, our trend lines will be only for weekly and daily time graph. Let Prince show you the process.
So after drawing your demand zones for the weekly and the daily charts, you're going to focus on trend line. And the trend line for step 3 is mostly going to focus on daily and weekly as well. So let's draw a trend line mostly using the daily, right? I'm going to zoom in and I already see a beautiful trend line. This is our Georgia trend line. It's a very beautiful trend line. It's not confusing. Even a person who just starts trading can see it. So I'm going to change it to yellow. As I told you that when I mostly do analysis on the daily chart, I use yellow. So I'm going to duplicate it. Click here, duplicate, and I'm going to go down here. As you can see, the trend line is responding. That means this is a very beautiful, strong trend line that we just chose right here.
Step 4. In step 4, we will do what we did on step 1 and 2 and 3, but on low time graphs. And the time graphs that we will use is 4 hour, 1 hour, and 5 minutes. Let Prince explain.
So after having our trend line, we're going to focus on the next step, which is going to be step 4. Do the things that we did on step 1, step 2, step 3, but on lower time frames, like on the 4 hour, 1 hour, and 5 minutes. But the first thing I'm going to start on is the 4 hour. As I said, I usually change the color on every chart, on every time frame that I do my analysis on. So I already see something on the 4 hour. I'm already seeing a beautiful demand zone here, right? I have to change the color to blue because it's a different time frame. And I'm also seeing another powerful demand zone up there, so I'm just going to clone this one and put it to the upside. After doing that, I'm mostly going to look for trend lines on the 4 hour time frame, but mostly I'm going to use the 1 hour to look for any important trend lines that I see. So I'm already seeing a trend line. Let me show you the trend line. Let me share the trend line with you. This is the trend line that I am seeing. I'm going to draw it properly. Wait for a minute, guys. I am going to draw it properly. So this is the trend line that I am mostly seeing right now. I just wanted to connect all the dots because mostly I focus on 3. So we have 3, we have 1, 2, 3, and they all connect the dots. Because now I'm using 1 hour and 4 hour, I mostly use blue. So I know that I drawed this trend line using the daily one. So this one is the new one for the hourly time frames, right? So I have a beautiful trend line that I see here. I'm going to duplicate and see if what I did on the top can also be done on the bottom. And I'm just found my baby right here. The more you do this, the more it becomes easy for you to do it. It becomes like automatic. You don't have to stress yourself about it. It just becomes automatic. So this is a beautiful trend line. If price drops, we already know where there's a huge possibility for it to reverse or retest. It is on the trend line. So what I'm seeing so far on an hourly chart is this. The trend line looks good, and by just looking at the 4 hour, I am seeing a potential buy to the upside, but there are few key levels that can disturb that from happening. So this is where I will mostly go to the 5 minutes. 5 minutes, I'm going to use a different color as well. So what I'm seeing from 5 minutes, that there is another trend line from the 5 minute. This is the trend line that I'm seeing, guys. I'm a trend line trader. I like them. They help me a lot to not blow up my account. That's why I'm a huge trend line trader. Right, guys? I'm a huge trend line trader. So let me change the color to red so you guys can see what I am doing, right? So let's remove this one because I am seeing a better one. This is the better one that I am seeing. The beautiful trend line that I am seeing, right? Let's duplicate it and see if it matches from the bottom. It matches like a king.
Step 5 is all about spotting an entry point. Prince will explain.
So after drawing your trend lines, it's time to look for entries, right? For me, how I look for entries, I mostly focus on demand zone. So I'm already seeing one demand zone, which is this one right here on the lower time frames. This is the demand zone that I'm seeing from the lower time frame. So let me change the color to purple as well, because I use purple on lower time frames, right? So when you have this, you have to wait. You have to have a setup that allows you to release the trigger. So I am seeing a level here that price is kind of like struggling to break, right? So by the looks of it, when I go to the 4-hour time frame, the only thing that I'm seeing is price is going to push up. The reason saying that, I can see that price is respecting our trend line. That's why all the time when it hits our trend line, it goes back up, right? So what we're going to do right now is going to go to our small time frames, because this is where I execute my trade most of the time. And by looking at this trade right now, it's showing a huge potential that price is going to go up. So this is my setup. This is how I enter trades like this. Yeah, this is how I'm going to enter this trade. I can see that this trade is going to go bullish. And how I trade, I mostly focus on breakouts and retest. Where it retests is where mostly of the time I enter the trade. So I'm seeing that price wants to push up. How am I going to enter this trade? I'm going to wait for a break. A break is something like this, all right? But a break most of the time has a place where it hits and retest. So you're going to look for that level, right? And I already found that level. It's here, right? So you're going to make a line there to, that is our retest point. Go back to 5 minutes. So that is our retest point. So when price reaches this level, there's a huge possibility that it's going to retest to the level that it broke, to test that level if it's strong enough. This is where I enter the trade most of the time, because after hitting this trade, seeing that this level is strong enough, it's going to break the retest, is going to break the reversal level that it hit. That means price is going to shoot to the upside. So the level that you're going to look for to take profit is most of the time the level where you drew one of your previous lines. And so far, one of my previous lines is the trend line that I drew from the 4-hour hourly charts, which is this one, right? So I'm going to draw a line till here. So far, looking at this market, when I go to the hourly, I can see there's a huge potential of a buy. So if price breaks this, I'm also going to look for another point of reversal, right? Point of reversal, which I can see is this one. So if price breaks this, I'm not going to enter it. I'm going to wait for a breakout reversal point, right? As you can see, I already drew my breakout reversal point. I'm going to wait for a retest, which is something like this. It's going to hit on this level of our trend line, and the possibility for it to hit this level of our trend line and hit up is about 80%, or sometimes it can hit this level and break down and go back down here, which is something that happens but doesn't happen that much. So after hitting here is where I can enter on a second trade, because it hit the support of our trend line and ride with it till this level right here. So this is how I enter my trades. I always use the system, or this system right here, of breakout, retest, and enter. Breakout, this is our breakout. Retest into this level, and this is where we are going to enter. So guys, if you learn anything from this video, or if there's something that I didn't explain properly, you can just go in the comment section and say, can you please explain this for me? I might make another video on entries. If you enjoyed the video so far, hit a like, comment, and follow the channel. I'll let my AI finish the rest, and I'm out.
Make sure to follow the steps perfectly. Thank you for joining us on this video. Remember, consistency is key, and with the right strategy and mindset, you can achieve your financial goals. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content. Wishing you all profitable trades and financial success. Until next time, happy trading.